6 pallets is what I usually do, but I think I'm going to go with 8 because when I was doing the 6, I also had some other stuff sitting on the ground down there. So I think I'm going to go with 8. With that is that pallet 7 and 8 are at the very back of my property. This is going to take a while because I do have quite a bit of stuff that I set aside for finales. This killer clown's new also this year, but this crazy creature, it's proven. It's a good one. It's looking like I'm going to have enough of the larger stuff that I'm not going to need too much of the filler stuff. I got a few more right there. I'm back the camera up just a little. This one's called Mr. Big for a reason. Mr. Big is big. This one's going to be interesting. There's 2 of them in a box, and it says light them both at the same time. A lot of these boxes have more than one item in each box. So what I do is I'll take one out and use it this year and use one for next year. Very seldom do I put 2 of the same thing out on the finale. Maybe some of the filler stuff, but never the big stuff. This right here is Across the Universe. It's the one that convinced me to migrate from artillery shells to cakes. This one does a really good job of lighting up the entire sky. I'll be using Zenith slow burning fuse. It burns 2 foot per minute. So I'll be able to calculate basically with one stringer right down the middle how long it's going to take to get to each pallet. All right, let's go take a look. These 2 right here are the ones that are the 100-gram finale that you got to stack right beside each other. I'm going to start laying everything out and seeing what I want and where, and then after that I'll start fusing it in. I'm numbering the pallets so that when I put them on the street I know which order to put them in. All right, this will be pallet number 1. Pallet number 1 will take probably I don't know, 2 to 3 minutes. While that one's halfway through, pallet number 2 will light up. And when pallet number 2 is halfway through, pallet number 3 will light up, or excuse me, 4 will light up. When 4 is halfway through, pallet number 3 will light up. When we get to these last 4, these things are going to light up really close together. I don't know exactly how close, but they're going to be close, so that all of the stuff starts going off right here at the end, and the whole sky will be lit up. I think it's time to start fusing it in. It's starting to cloud up a little around us, so I've carried all the other fireworks inside that I'm not going to use, but it's easier to fuse these out here. I do have tarps ready to cover it if I have to, and if not, we can rush them inside to the garage, just pallet at a time. So that's where I'm at right now. As you can see, I've had to relocate the pallets inside the garage to finish the fuses. I'm stacked on top of each other here, and another one over there. So because of this, I'm going to go ahead and finish wiring what I can, and then we'll have to restack them and wire another one, restack it, wire another one. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and put the camera on to charge. So, what are y'all doing here?
We are getting the kitty bags together.
Kitty bags?
With lots of fun stuff.
So what's the purpose of it?
The purpose of it is for the younger kids to have something that they can shoot off while supervised by their appropriate adult, of course. But something that's not so big that it will frighten them or maybe burn them very easily.